Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Did you see on the news the wing surfer? This isn't a windsurfer. It's a wing surfer on a foil board. I know it sounds like I'm speaking another language, and quite frankly, 5 years ago, these things didn't even exist. But a wing surfer is like a wing,
Right.
and you hang on to it.
It's like a hang glider on the water.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind giving it a go.
So you take off.
Yeah, so you can do it on anything. You can get like a stand-up paddleboard or and just stand up and hold it, and apparently it's fun.
Okay.
And there's these foil boards. Have you seen that?
Yes.
They pop out of the water. Anyway, there was a guy doing that. He's ripping along, and a dolphin breached and landed on top
It's
of
a whale,
him.
wasn't it?
I mean, a whale breached and landed on top of him.
Did the whale do it deliberately?
No.
Like it wasn't to hurt him?
No, it was a juvenile whale. It was a little Esche whale hanging around there. Should be hanging around Westfield, scaring old ladies, but instead...
So it was just breaching and the guy happened to be there?
Yeah, this is the story on the news.
A windy day off Sydney's northern beaches presented perfect conditions for wing foiler Jason Breen until he'd been sending it with a full sail at top speed. There was no warning the hydrofoil beneath his feet was about to get breached by a juvenile whale.
I thought I'm in trouble here, and then as it breached more, I thought, look, I'm really in trouble because it was so big. And then when I was held underwater, that's when I honestly thought, this is it. I'm going to die.
Well, he scrambled back onto his board. On shore, Paul Nettlebeck was filming everything and couldn't believe what he'd captured. He reached out to Jason on Facebook, knowing he had the evidence for a whale of a tale to tell.
I stopped filming because I was worried that someone had actually died.
Because I was telling my friends what had happened, but they sort of didn't believe me. But then watching the video back, the GoPro footage, it really did sort of, shock me a bit more. I reckon it'd be 1 in a million chance that a whale would breach from down deep and land straight on top of you, and that's sort of what happened.
What are the chances? He's got GoPro footage and there's a guy filming him from shore on a foil board while he's wing surfing.
It's the modern world, and yet an entire plane can go into the ocean and no one's ever
saw
found
that.
it. Amazing, though, isn't it?
I spent a lot of my time in the sea, and I've got many, many tales that I can tell you.
Do you have to?
Well, I've got many, many tales. Sharks, dolphins, stingrays, blue bottles, jellyfish.
Plastic bags.
I
What
once
about-
rescued a man that I thought was a man, but it was a palm frond.
Should have gone to Specsavers. That's another phone topic.
That's another one.
I, just a few weeks ago on my podcast, AA Chattery,
Which drops today, by the way.
spoke about a new a court case from 1990 in England where a wild dolphin came into the waters there. Everyone was swimming with it, but there was one guy in particular who was an animal lover, and he was accused of doing dreadful things. It was an actual court case where he was accused of frotting with, in a sexual way, the dolphin.
Alan Cooper committed an act of lewd, obscene and disgusting nature and outraged public decency by behaving in an indecent manner with a bottlenose dolphin.
He
Well, so what
denied
did
it,
he
of
do?
course. Well, the dolphin has its genitals out a lot of the time.
Does it?
Yeah, but it doesn't always mean it's sexual. It uses it like an extra hand, and it can tow you around with it.
Really?
Shake hands, all that sort of stuff.
Shake hands?
It just happened to be out when this guy was swimming with it.
Yeah.
And an onlooker, who was his mortal enemy, saw it and said, I'm going to dob him in.
Because he was fiddling with the dolphin.
Although he says he wasn't.
Right.
So there was a court case.
And what did the dolphin say? Well, let's not be too hasty.
Will that stop him swimming?
Can he still come for a swim with me?
I'm just shaking hands.